Hello, here's a little video on how macros can be used with CorelDRAW. The first thing we're going to demonstrate is a little video on a macro called Variable Tools 2. It's available for purchase at macromonster.com and it's currently $49.95, and that will allow you to put it on two separate computers. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and delete this extra stuff, and I've got a little name tag layout here in CorelDRAW, and I want to go ahead and take these names and titles and change them and do about 24 different name tags. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first of all is take this layout and create these two lines here is what's called envelopes. And envelopes will allow you to take long names and shrink it up to where it doesn't go outside the boundaries of whatever you set. And I'm adding some Y's at the end here just to make it the maximum length of the line that I want. And once I have that set up, I've just created two separate envelopes. So now what will happen is when I click on the text, you can see everything, and it will constrain whatever information within this. For example, Senior Vice Presidents, of Operations. If that was their title line, you can see how it took it and it condensed it down to fit within the name tag. Once you're satisfied with the layout of the name tags, the next thing to do is create a database of names and titles and have them replace. So I'm going to go over to my management software that has all my names and everything listed, which is right here. And it says that I'm going to need two of each of the following. So I'll go ahead and highlight all this. And then I'll go ahead and open up a notepad or something like that. And I'm going to have two columns. I'm going to have the name, I'm going to hit the tab button, and then I'm going to go ahead and have the title for each of these. I'll go ahead and paste in all these things. And what I have to do now is I've got my name, hit the tab button, Regional Director of Operations, take out the blank line, tab, same thing, go on, so on and so forth. You can do this in a text file like Notepad or anything like that, or you can go ahead and create a Excel file and just save it as a comma separated value text file. Go ahead and finish this up here real quick. Just taking out the blank spaces there. You can see it doesn't take very long once you get in the habit of doing this. And then I've got this here, so that's one set. It said I needed two of each of these things. So I'll go ahead and highlight all these names, paste them down, so now I got two of everything, and you can see there's 25 lines. The first line is the name and the title, so then there's 24 lines of information. Once I've done that, I'll go ahead and save the file to my hard drive, and I usually just save it with the order number 58526. And once I've saved that and everything, I can go back into my CorelDRAW file right here. And up here, I've already got Variable Tools 2 installed. There's a neat little video on how to do it. It's fairly simple to do. I can go ahead and click on this little icon. It brings up my Variable Tools 2 window, so I can go ahead and start creating some things. First thing I got to do is I got to open up that database that I just created, which was 58526.txt. And you can see now I've got my variables, the name and the title. So I'll go ahead and click on this name, click insert, and you can see a little OK button comes up, and then same thing with this one here. I'll go ahead and click on it, click on title, hit the insert button, and it comes up OK. So I need one of each. I could have done two here and just kept the list the way that I've done it. And I can expand it out and just check and make sure my margins are all this. I got a 0.063 gap in between each one. That all looks good. The last thing I want to do is I want to set up my page. I'm going to be printing this on a UV printer, which has a 10 by 24 table. But I'm going to just set it up as a 10 by 12 page size. And then I'll go ahead and do the quick merge. So I want to merge everything. So I select everything and I simply click apply. You can see a little status bar will come up and it's working through, and it's going to go ahead and change everything out, as you'll see here in just a moment. If there's more than info that fits on more than just one page, it'll go ahead and create multiple pages for you. You can see right here there's a quantity of 24. Job is done. I've got 3 pages. The first page there's 5, 10. Second page is 20. Third page is 24. So you can see what happens. And then the original template, you can see it put it off the board here. I'll just go ahead and delete that. So I'll just go ahead and you can see the names and the titles have all switched for each name tag. You can see this one had a fairly large or long title name, so it scrunched it up even more so than the rest of them that you see. And once you're satisfied, you can go ahead and do whatever you need to do from here, whether that's send it to a printer, you can save it, you can go ahead and publish it to a PDF and send that PDF off as a proof. So then that way you have each and every name that you can have your customers sign off and make sure that you got them all correctly. It works a little bit better than using the imposition layout within Corel Print Merge. Hopefully you like this video and it helps you out, and it also allows you to understand the power of what a macro will do.